Okay, so this one is Rua de Felicidade, which is this street. So we're gonna film it in a minute. This is kind of a well-known street because this is where all the prostitution and bars and opium dens and such used to be a long time ago. And give you a little context. Tell you all about it in a minute. Chiquinha, Chiquinha. Go check out the road. Chiquinha. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Rua de Felicidade right there. Give you a little context. So we'll kind of film all the different stuff here. So this is kind of the main street that people can go up and down. And this one's called Rua de Alfândega. Rua de Alfândega. And then we have this one right here, which is called Rua de Felicidade, and that's going to be our focus today. So we're going to walk down it in a minute. So let's try to get across. Actually, before we go down, I'm just going to go around one thing. So I'm going to show you this little temple. This is our kind of cool street right here. So we're going to go down to Rua de Felicidade in a second, but you can go through this little thing right here, which is this little temple spot. And it's going to go right to Felicidade. But like a lot of these nightlife spots, and when I was in Japan, the Buddhist temples were always near the nightlife spots. And this traditionally was kind of a nightlife spot because it would have had all these sing-song girls and stuff. But let's do the reverence to the, tell you about that in a minute. You always got some Portuguese stuff. Artist. A little shrine. And now we go into our infamous Rua de Felicidade. Got some little alleys like this one. So let's go down and check it out a little bit. So yeah, you kind of got all these little shops, and traditionally these are all 2 stories. So, and it used to be red and white, now it's green and white. There's kind of, they're changing. I don't remember this coffee shop being here in the past. Oh, there's a cat right there. Let's see if that cat's doing. So, okay, so this is Rua de Felicidade. And everything's uniformly green and white. It was red and white when I first moved here about 8 years ago. And then all of them will have like the spot, and they'll have like an indoor thing that goes up to the top. And oh, that one's, so you can kind of see, looks like there's like kind of gate, some green underwear. Tour guide right there maybe? But traditionally, these would all have, check out that street. Traditionally, these would all have like something called sing-song girls. Temple in there. The sing-song girls would be, like they would be like geisha in Japan. They basically would be entertainers. This one, they'll have like acoustic music sometimes. But so they'll have like a lot of interesting stuff everywhere. Some restaurants and such. Beautiful lanterns. So yeah, they'll have the traditionally, historically, this would go down to the water all the way down, and so you'd have there's a Dragon Portuguese restaurant as well. I think this one is kind of well known. There's another one that's well down on the corner too. Here's another tourist shop. More tourist shops are opening up. This one has kind of more antiques and things like that. That looks like a new one too. Fish restaurant. So yeah, the sing-song girls would entertain people, mostly men of course, usually sailors, because the boats historically would come in down at the end here, and then they could come up here and go into the sing-song places. This is all alcohol and snacks and things like that. Huh. This is a laundromat. Sometimes there's a guy here who sells things, but it's not there today. So yeah, so this is kind of a historical street. Chinese medicine, I think. Kind of cool with the bike. And we're gonna come up to the end right here. So yeah, they would entertain men, basically. And since this is kind of the focus, let's just kind of keep going up this one a little bit, and then I can tell you a little bit about the sing-song girls. So basically they would be up on the second story or first story. I'm not sure which one, but I think maybe the beds were up there, and then they would entertain people down below, or vice versa. I don't know which way, but I always had this impression that maybe they would be open up those shutters and kind of try to bring people in, right? And then they could entertain them, and then they'd make money. So that's how they make a living. And they'd usually learn, I think when I read, they'd either do poetry or learn music, or just kind of entertaining, like how to make the clients laugh and be comfortable and have a good time. And then that's how they would make their living. So yeah, and that was all historically in this street right here. And then all the sailors would come in as well. So yeah, this is kind of a legendary street, Rua de Felicidade, street of happiness in English. Felicidade means happiness. And I think there's also opium dens and some bars as well. So might have been a pretty interesting place. Anyways, that's Rua de Felicidade. Let's go up a little bit further. It's kind of a cool picture right there. Okay, so let's come up to an end here. Oh, that restaurant's really popular, so they're all waiting in line to go to that restaurant. Okay, so there we go, Rua de Felicidade. Hope you like that one. And there's Nadi Nuri Balinese Indonesian food restaurant.